So let me ask you something. When's the last time you said yes to something and you really didn't want to? Be real. We've all been there, right? And you don't want to seem rude and you don't want to let the people down, right? But what happens when saying yes all the time to everyone means saying no to yourself? So today we're going to be talking about the power of no, without guilt, without stress, and without explanation. Welcome to the Loner Chronicles. Let's get into it.
Now, saying yes is easy, definitely keeps the peace, but it makes people happy at the same time. So let's be honest. Sometimes it feels like it's the only option though.
But it's definitely not the only option. It's the catch to it. I mean, now, you got to think about it. I mean, just think about every yes that you're saying and without thinking is your energy, your time, your effort being just taken away with some things that you actually want to do or things that may matter. So you got to take priority over commitment sometimes.
And let's be real. How many times of those yeses turn into stress, regret, or resentment because now you're stuck of doing something that you didn't want to do in the first place?
Man, so here's the truth, y'all. You can't be everything to everyone. We cannot be Superman these days or Superwomen. You know what I mean? So,
sure can't.
And if you keep trying to do that or be that person, you're going to always be the one paying the price. And just like what I was saying before, like it's going to be your effort, your time, your energy. So, let's change that.
All right. So before we talk about saying no, let's talk about what you actually want to say yes to, because half the time we're so busy meeting everyone else's expectations and we forget what we need.
No, that's definitely fact. Y'all got to ask yourselves too, like, what actually brings you joy? What are your non-negotiables? And what drains your energy? And also what fills your cup? I mean, we'd definitely like to know. Share it in the comments.
And here's the big one, y'all. Know the difference between an obligation and a want. If you're constantly feeling trapped by commitments, it's time to reassess.
Man, and that's definitely facts, like, on that one, because these days, like, a lot of people be feeling like you have to owe them an obligation. And sometimes you got your own life. You have your own schedule. You got your children. If you do have children out there, you have to go around their schedule. You got to go around schedule of your job. And even if you are a stay-at-home parent, like, there's things that you have to take care of too. So, you know what I mean? Like, so you definitely got to know the difference between an obligation and a want. And if that's something that you really don't want to do, don't feel trapped by those commitments. Reassess your time, reassess your energy and space. That's what Nova was trying to explain, y'all. So I want to reiterate on that. So this is where the magic happens. You don't need no longer excuse, and you don't owe anyone an apology. You just need to say no and mean it. And we're going to go ahead and let Nova hit y'all with some examples on that.
So as what Soul Surge was saying, I'm going to hit y'all up with some examples. So the first one, we have the direct approach. I appreciate the offer, but I can't commit to that right now. All right, y'all. So the second one is we got the alternative offer. I won't be able to make it, but I catch up another time. The third one, we got no explanation needed. No, I can't. Yes, it's that simple.
And like Nova explained, and we're definitely gonna, after y'all see the clip or whatever. But as Nova was explaining that, you see how none of those approaches were aggressive. It wasn't like you're trying to be offensive to someone. It doesn't give anyone a reason to be defensive towards you. You're not being mean. You're just being clear about what you're trying to relate to them, what message you're trying to relate.
And if someone keeps pushing, that's on them, not you.
Facts. I mean, it's just, and we definitely know who's our guilty proponent now. If y'all got some kids, and you know how they is, they'll keep asking and asking and asking. And then when you finally have to tell them no in a way that you didn't want to tell them that, then, that's a good example. That's on them, not you. So don't feel guilty, parents, when you're telling your kids no too. Same thing.
And saying no is part of a bigger picture, y'all. It's about setting boundaries that protect your peace.
And y'all, think of boundaries like a fence around your energy. Now, some people can come in that you allow, but not everyone gets full access, right? And that's where we put them in categories. Like, you got your associates, you got your friends, your coworkers, you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
And the hardest part, dealing with the guilt that little voices saying, but if they get mad, but what if they get mad? You can't keep thinking that way.
Man, facts. And you just got to let them, right? I mean, if someone gets mad at you for having boundaries, again, that's their issue, not yours. So if they don't understand what you're trying to tell them, then yeah, don't feel guilty about it. And there is a reward for all this too. We don't necessarily have to feel guilty or feel like we're being a mean person. The reward with that is more time, more energy, and more peace. And saying no to the things that drain you means saying yes to what actually matters, right? So you just got to learn how to prioritize it.
And imagine how different your life would look if you stopped overcommitting and started prioritizing yourself. Now it's your turn. Drop in the comments what's the hardest thing you had to say no to.
And y'all, what's that one thing you want to say no more to in 2025? Let's talk about it.
And make sure y'all already know what to do. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this with someone who definitely needs to hear it.
And y'all, man, and no, isn't rejection, y'all, excuse me. It's redirection. It's choosing yourself. And in 2025, we're only saying yes to what feeds our souls.
Now, thanks y'all for tuning in to the Loner Chronicles. Protect your time, protect your peace, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.